Hi and welcome back to Spicebox. My name is Manpreet Gill. A Punjabi girl growing up in West London, I grew up with many different flavors and I love to create these different recipes. Today I want to introduce you to my bacon paranta. So a paranta is a stuffed chapatti. Now in the past you may have tried an aloo paranta, which is stuffed with potatoes, or a white radish paranta, a mooli paranta. But I don't think you've ever tried a bacon paranta. So this is something very new and very different, and it's a fusion of a European breakfast with Indian cooking. So let's give it a go. Okay, so to make our bacon paranta, we will need 8 strips of bacon, 1 cup of spinach or palak, 1 cup of cheese, 1 cup of kneaded dough, and 2 spoons of salt, 1 spoon of pepper, and 4 cloves of garlic. Okay, so the first step is to shallow fry the bacon. So let's add some oil to the pan. And just let it heat up a little bit. Okay, now this is ready for the bacon. So that's the 8 strips that have been finely chopped. We want to get the bacon really nice and crispy. So I just want to get it a little bit more crispy. It's almost there. Okay, and now that's ready. So let's get rid of the extra oil. So we don't want too much oil in the bacon, otherwise the paranta won't stick. And the kitchen paper will just take away all of that oil for us. Okay, so let's just use the paper and dab away any extra oil. Now we're going to mix all of our ingredients together. So let's take our palak. And a paranta is a very Punjabi breakfast, whereas bacon is a very English breakfast. And when you mix the two of them together, it's fusion fantastic. So let's give it a go. We're taking our cheese, and that's looking lovely together. The cheese works really nicely with this dish because it melts really lovely, binding it all together. And we'll add 1 spoon of pepper. I want 2 spoons of the salt. And we're going to take these garlic cloves. I like to use fresh garlic for this because it really has that lovely taste come through. Okay, it's ready to go in. And in goes the bacon. This has certainly been a very popular dish in my household. And that's our paranta mix all ready. Okay, so let's make some magic. I'll just heat the tawa. And we're going to make our rotis now. So take a nice handful of the dough. Now my technique is I take 2 rotis and I put the stuffing inside. And this is a technique I learned from my nan. And it's so you get so much more of the filling in every mouthful. And it looks a lot neater. And take a little bit out. And that's about the right size. So we want 2 of these. So it should look like this. using plenty of the dry atta so it doesn't stick. That's one. And the next one. We're going to roll out the roti about halfway before we put the stuffing inside. That's about right. At the same time, the tawa is getting nice and hot for us. And this is fairly equal. Lovely, so I'm going to add a little bit of ghee. Punjabi cooking is all about very wholesome food, and we love using ingredients like ghee. Okay, now we'll add our mixture. That's about the right amount to get the rotis to stick together. You want to leave some room all around the edges. And we'll put the next roti on top. And now we need to press them together. You can take one roti and put the filling in the middle and just fold the corners, but it's very messy. Here we go, we're just going to use this to roll it out and even out the stuffing. So you can see it's going right the way to the edges. And there you go, as you roll it, the stuffing goes right the way to the edges, and this is a perfectly stuffed paranta. So we'll just put this onto the tawa now. We do this to get rid of any extra flour. So they say, how much your roti actually blows up, that's how hungry the person is that you're feeding. So let's see. So we'll just turn it over. Just going to add some more of this lovely ghee. And that's all ready. From Bathinda to Birmingham, it's a brunch with a difference. And the result is perfectly Moorish. It's really good. So this is one very different paranta, and you absolutely must try it. It's a firm favorite with my 2 children at home. It has everything in there. Bacon, we've got the cheese, we have palak. It's actually very healthy. You're packing in protein, you have some dairy, and you have whole grain. So try it at home.